Welcome back to Malaysia Money Matters. It's December 13th, 2024, and we've got a lot to cover today.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, so we're going to dive into some pretty positive company developments coming out of Malaysia, some with serious investment potential.
Okay, sounds promising.
Yeah, and then after that, we'll look at some global and political updates that could impact our market here.
All right, let's hear it.
So first up is the telecom sector. UMobile's making some moves that point to a possible IPO in 2025.
Oh, an IPO. That's always interesting. What's driving that?
Well, for one, they just got a huge contract for the 5G rollout. Plus, they've got some serious investors backing them.
Okay, like who?
A company owned by Tan Sri Vincent Tan and the King's daughter. They're buying Temasek Holdings' majority stake in UMobile
Wow, for how much?
for a whopping US $1.7 billion, nearly 4 times what UMobile was valued at back in 2010.
That's a serious statement of confidence, especially with that 5G contract. It makes you wonder if other players like Celcom Digi or even Telecom Malaysia might jump in too.
Yeah, it could really shake things up. Okay, let's move to a totally different sector now, chemicals. There's a new company called TMK Chemical that just debuted on the stock market, and they are off to a fantastic start.
Really? That's great news. Love to see fresh energy in the market.
Yeah, their IPO is a huge success. They closed almost 10% above their initial offering price, and now they're valued at just under RM2 billion.
Wow, that's impressive. So what's the story behind TMK Chemical? What do they do?
So it's a family-run business
Hmm.
controlled by the Lee family of Kuala Lumpur Kepong, a big plantation company.
Right. So they've got a solid foundation already. What are they planning to do with all that IPO money?
Well, they've got big expansion plans. Top of the list is a brand new facility in Singapore, and they might even be looking at acquisitions to really solidify their place in the chemical industry.
Sounds like they're going for it. Ambitious, but with the right backing, they could definitely make it happen.
Exactly. Now, how about a company with a record-breaking order book?
Oh, okay. I'm all ears. How much are we talking?
We're talking RM 30 billion.
RM 30 billion. Whoa. Okay. You've got my attention. Who are we talking about?
Gamuda, the construction and infrastructure giant. Their net profit jumped over 5% last quarter, and they just keep winning contracts.
Wow, no kidding. What kind of projects are they working on?
Just this quarter, they snagged RM 6.7 billion in new construction contracts, a huge rapid transit project in Taiwan, a hydroelectric project, a wind farm.
Wow, they are busy.
Yeah, they're not slowing down. They've also got a really healthy balance sheet, low debt, and a strong financial foundation. Very attractive to investors.
Makes sense. So what other companies are making headlines?
Well, we've got UniWall teaming up with Pemadal and Kita for university projects worth RM 2.3 billion.
Okay, nice. Universities are always growing.
Right, and then we have Oriental Kopi, the cafe chain. They're actually looking at an IPO in early 2025.
Wait, a cafe chain going public? That's not something you see every day.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Huh.
They've already signed an underwriting agreement with Alliance Islamic Bank, so they seem pretty serious.
Definitely one to watch. Anything else?
Oh yeah, one more. Samsung E&A is building a massive biofuel refinery in Johor worth over RM 6 billion.
Wow, that's big. That's great for the energy sector. All right, so plenty of positive news from the company side. What about the global and political scene? Anything impacting our market?
Definitely. Let's start with the government. They've just launched a national AI office.
Interesting. What's the goal with that?
They want to make Malaysia a regional hub for artificial intelligence, setting policies and regulations to encourage investment and innovation.
That's smart. Creating a solid framework can really attract those big players.
Exactly. And they've already formed partnerships with some big names. Amazon, Google, Microsoft. They're already investing heavily in Malaysia data centers, cloud computing AI projects, the whole works.
That's a powerful alliance. It shows they're serious about this. What else is happening on the political front?
There's been some positive movement in the energy sector. Petronas and Petroleum Sarawak have finally reached an agreement on gas distribution in Sarawak.
Oh, that's good news for Sarawak. What are the details?
They're keeping the specifics under wraps, for now. But the fact that they reached an agreement at all is a huge step forward.
Yeah, creates more stability and predictability for the energy sector there.
Right now, Bank Negara Malaysia is stepping in to address those rising insurance premiums that everyone's been talking about.
Yeah, that's been a big concern. What's their plan?
They're taking a collaborative approach, bringing together the government, insurance industry, healthcare providers, and consumer groups.
That's good. It's a complex issue, so getting everyone involved is important.
Right. Their goal is to ensure that any premium increases are implemented gradually and fairly, minimizing any disruption and protecting consumers.
Sounds like a sensible approach. So, anything else happening politically?
Well, the Public Accounts Committee, the PACTES,
Hmm.
is launching an investigation into Khazanah Nasional, the sovereign wealth fund.
Oh, wow. What are they investigating?
They're looking into some of their past deals, including the privatization of Malaysia Airports Holdings.
That was a controversial one. It'll be interesting to see what they find.
Right. They're also looking at other domestic investments made by Khazanah. It's all about transparency and accountability.
Which is good for investor confidence in the long run.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And lastly, the Dewan Rakyat just had a big debate on the Batu Putih RCI report, the sovereignty issue.
Yeah, that's always a sensitive topic. What were the key points of the debate?
Well, the report recommends a criminal investigation against former Prime Minister Tun Mahathir Mohamad for his handling of the Batu Putih issue.
Oh, wow, that's a bombshell.
It is. But there were also those who defended him, highlighting his contributions and arguing that focusing on the past isn't productive.
It's a complex situation with a lot of history and potential legal ramifications. It'll be interesting to see how it all plays out.
Yeah, definitely something to keep an eye on. So there you have it. We've covered a lot of ground today, from positive company news with some serious investment potential to some intriguing global and political developments that could really shape the Malaysian market.
Phew, a lot to digest. It sounds like things are pretty exciting in Malaysia right now.
Yeah, I think so. Companies are innovating, expanding, and attracting investors. And the government is creating a supportive environment for growth. There's a lot to be optimistic about.
I'm looking forward to diving deeper into some of these stories, especially that UMobile IPO and TMK Chemical's expansion plans. They sound particularly promising.
Agreed. And we can't forget about the National AI Office launch. That could be a real game changer for Malaysia.
Absolutely. It's definitely a story we'll be following closely.
So for our listeners out there, keep your ears open and stay tuned for more updates on all the exciting developments happening in Malaysia.
And don't forget to do your own research before making any investment decisions. There are plenty of opportunities out there, but it's important to be informed and understand the risks involved.
Absolutely. That's all for today, but stay tuned for more insightful deep dives into Malaysian finance and business. We'll be back soon with more news and analysis.
See you next time.
Until then, happy investing. Hey there, thanks for tuning in. If you would like a deeper dive into all the investment opportunities from today's news, subscribe to my newsletter at moneymatters.substack.com. I will be sharing a deeper analysis of the key investment opportunities from today's news, including what makes these opportunities stand out and how they fit into the broader market trends. By subscribing to the Malaysia Money Matters newsletter, you will also get exclusive insights on my watch list and portfolio and fundamental reports on Malaysian-listed companies. Hey there, thanks for tuning in. If you would like a deeper dive into all the investment opportunities from today's news, subscribe to my newsletter at moneymatters.substack.com. I will be sharing a deeper analysis of the key investment opportunities from today's news, including what makes these opportunities stand out and how they fit into the broader market trends. By subscribing to the Malaysia Money Matters newsletter, you will also get exclusive insights on my watch list and portfolio and fundamental reports on Malaysian-listed companies.